Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. It's Bee from Bespoke Crafts. Today I thought I would show you how I make give the perspective of a room. It's a lot easier than what you think, to be fair. When I first saw this I sort of scratched my head a little bit. So I've just got some measurements here. And that is down 9 centimetres. I'm going to do this in inches rather than centimetres. So I'm going to do that 3. So I'm going to do that 3 and a half inches in length. Which all these measurements will come evident in a minute. I actually do just like this perspective of a card. So I'm going to show how I do it. There are probably lots of other ways to do it. I can't remember where I first saw this, but it is a long time ago, and I was looking for the video to redo it. I couldn't find it, and then when I was going through my my craft stash, I found. I'll just cover that up. I found that by the ring light. I found that I'd got the original card in the drawer. So this is what I decided to use. This card is using gummy pan dies and I can't think what this one is, but I'll try and remember, and when I do, I'll let you know. Okay. So first of all, my card that I'm going to be using is 5 1/4 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to come in on this sheet. A lot of rattling about. Sorry about that. Do I want that ruler? I'll use this ruler. I want to come in 1 1/2 inches from the right hand side. So 1 1/2 inches, and I'm just going to put a tiny wee dot there that you won't be able to see because I'll be rubbing it out anyway. And I want to be coming down from there 3/4 of an inch to this dot. So that's there. So this is the actual dot that I'm going to be using. There, this one. I'm going to rub that one out. I wanted that first measurement, which, well, we take whichever measurement that you want first, because this is going to be the ceiling. And then I'm going to use this angle to take it up to the corner, like so. And then this angle is right up to this corner here, and just draw a faint line. So there's your ceiling. And I'm going to come down 3 1/2 inches. I'll just go in 1 1/2 at this side, about there. Just doing this just to make sure that it's spot on. I'll do a couple. I am going to rub them out there, and I'm going down 3 inches. You can come down as far as you want. In fact, for this one I am going to come down a little bit further, because this is your corner of your wall, and this area, you would do the same angles again, would be the floor. So that's your ceiling bit, which is that bit, and these are your walls, which is this bit and this bit, and I've taken it down. This is 3 inches, 3 floor bit, and if you can see on this bit, I've actually used the gummy pan flooring for this one. You can't really tell, but anyway, that is there. For me, that's not deep enough, so I'm going to go for this particular card. I'm going to go down to 3.5. There you go, and then replicate these lines to the corner as well, to the corner of your card, but coming out. And the same at this side, coming out again. I think it's easy once you've got one so you can work off it again. So there is your room. Now what you do need to do, to remember to do, is go over these lines lightly, because if you ink over them, if you distress oxide over them or whatever, you can generally still see them. I mean, I want to see this line here down this centre line, because it then sort of accentuates the shape more, because it's going to be a very, very similar colour. But these ones, I'm not that bothered, because the floor and the ceiling is going to be a different colour to the walls. So I'm just leaving a very, very faint guide there. It is very, very faint. Okay, I hope this is making sense, because there's nothing worse than seeing the lines. I'm going to lock that bit out as well, because the dots are there. I'm going to go back over it, because I don't want to see those dots. There you go. Right, so I hope that makes sense to everybody. Can I just say thank you for everybody that's subscribing. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I really do appreciate it. My channel really appreciates it. And that was a horrible noise. And just thank you very much. Thank you for all old and new subscribers. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to use oxides, I think. And I'm going to use this paper, or shall I use, no, I'm going to use my mint tape to mask off. So I'm going to put a bit down on this line. There. And a bit down on this line. That's not quite straight. Well, it is straight, but it's not up to the line where I want it to be. And if it's slightly off, it's going to look off. I'm sorry about my head there. I can see it on my my iPad. Don't look at my roots. I'm having them done next week. Thankfully, I had an appointment last week and completely missed it. It's a good job that my hairdresser is a very good friend of mine. Very understanding. So there you go. So that's what I've done with that one. I'm going to get my oxides, and I'm going to use, I've got scattered straw, but that's not really what I wanted. I wanted antique linen. I'm just going to clean this brush off. I don't wash my brushes. Some people actually put them in the washer, but it's not something that I do. I just scrub them off like this. You see how much colour's coming off. So now I'm going to do this ceiling, and as they say, a little dab will do it. So just very, very gently putting my oxide on, tapping it off, because I don't want a strong colour. And if you don't tap it off when you first apply, you'll find that you get a Sorry about that. I didn't know whether the video had paused then. I just looked at my screen and I'd gone still. If you don't tap it off, you're going to get a like a blotch of colour. Now I'm going to go in with a very, very light hand, because literally this is all that I want, is a very, very light covering, and that's it. You can barely see it with the tape on, but as soon as I remove the tape, you can see the difference in it, which is there. So I'm going to do the same again for the floor. You can do whatever you want. If you've got a wooden die, as I did on this card, you can use that. Or if you've got a wooden embossing folder, you can use that and cut it out. Put that there. So I haven't planned the colours or anything, to be fair. I haven't really planned anything. So the colour, let's have a look. Broken china. For the floor we can have a blue. We're going to have a blue carpet. So again, get the worst off my brush. It's quite a darker colour anyway, so I'm not really bothered. I would just mainly, like I did for the first one, with the scattered straw, do it, clean it off, so because it's such a pale colour. Again, tapping off the excess and going in with a light hand. And this is a silk woven card, so it has got some texture in it. So it does take a little bit more covering than a smooth cardstock. Not using any more ink other than what's on my glass mat. Applying a little bit more pressure with my finger, just to ensure that I get that unblotchy coverage. So it's just a matter of working your colour in. You don't want to go too heavy-handed. Well, I don't like to go too heavy-handed. I'd rather keep applying the layers onto the card of colour, rather than just saturating it straight away. Everybody's got their own way of working, but this is just the way I prefer to work. And you can see we've got a lovely coverage there. And there is the floor. Right, I'm going to go with the paler colour now to wipe this mess up. Let's have a look at the Distress Oxides. Pale colour. Which blue do I want? I'm going to keep it with blue. I think I'm going to use Salvage Patina. That's quite a pretty colour. And that's good because it's right at the top. And because it's bluey green, still in the blue family, I'm going to clear my brush off. And get it very, very nearly clean. There's the amount of colour that comes off, and that was just a little dabble do it. It's unbelievable. And obviously it had a little bit of colour still in the bristles, deep in the bristles. But I am quite vigorously scrubbing this, as you can as you can hear. Right, then I'm going to again put the masking tape back on these edges. There. And there. I'm just going to do this area first. And then just applying this colour. And if you think about the light source, it's going to be slightly darker in the corners. So just apply a little bit more pressure there. I will speed this up, so you'll still see what I'm doing, but you don't want to see the laborious task of doing it all, because it's quite a big area. You can see here that I haven't just got my tape on right, but actually I don't mind that. I think it just accentuates a little bit more. So I'm going to turn it round. Put the tape on there. And on here. Sorry about my head again. Move my head out of the way. Take that off. And there, these inks will all smooth out a little bit more, and if not I can just keep going over. Bit of tape on my finger for my fingers so I don't get finger marks on. Oh, careful, careful, bee. And if I did want to, I don't know whether I want to keep that or not. What I'm going to do is just go over it slightly. Because I don't want to actually see it. I think it was wrong colour then. That's better. I thought I quite liked it with the white there, but I prefer it without. Down there. I'm just going to go over just to sharpen these edges up again. I'm just going to use this one piece, I think. yeah, can you see how it sharpens that edges back up again? If you decide that's what it needs. And really it was only at that end, if you can see. So there you go. And that is a perspective looking into a room. So now you can do whatever you want with it. So I'll just have a bit of a clean down. So you can, I'm going to leave this to dry a little bit because it is still a little bit, there's a lot of ink on there, but I'm going to leave it like that for the minute. I'm going to show you this example of what you can do with it, and there you go. So this is only a quick video, it's not a full card, but it's just showing this technique. If anybody's got any different ideas, that would be great. Please like and subscribe if you're enjoying the video. Thank you again to everybody for liking and subscribing anyway. Have a share of my videos, and also I've started putting shorts on, but I'm going to just put on the shorts. It's just going to be animal ones. Me and my husband go bird watching. We were out yesterday and we saw beautiful cygnets and parents, the swans, yesterday, and there's just various little ones with the ducklings and stuff in. So just have a look at those as well, will you? Because they are really mega cute. Okay then. So I will make a card out of this. I shall leave you for the moment. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Bye.